Assalamu-Alaikum everyone. This is Naz with Hijabz&You with another tutorial. Now I am covered. Today my tutorial is going to be on niqab. I have numerous requests for niqab. I am not a niqabi, but I have no issues with the niqab, and it is with pleasure that I put forward this tutorial for you today. For all those sisters that are considering wearing the niqab, or for all those sisters that are wearing the niqab that wants a different styling or wants to get help with the way they wrap their niqab, this is the intention. And I hope inshallah that I'm able to do a good job for you. I'm able to show you how you can go about using a hijab and wrapping it as a niqab. So today's tutorial is basically on niqab. I have two different designs and two different styles that I'm about to show you. One is this one that I've got on right now. So inshallah we'll attempt to do that. But before I move into the tutorial, I'd like to welcome you all to my channel, Hijabz&You and me. For you that are here for the first time, I thank you for visiting. If you like what you see, I hope you stay till the end. I sure hope so. Now, for those that have been my supporters from inception and along the way to the journey that where we are now, I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Your support and your love means everything to me. I mean, I'm hoping to build this platform, and without you, I'm nothing. So I thank you all for your love and your support and your consistent support to me. Please, I hope that when you look at the video, you will leave me comments or get in touch with me. I've got my details there. I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, I've got right here on YouTube. So please do leave a comment so we can interact with each other, and you can help me to as I move forward, and I can help you if you need help. I'm here. My reason for setting up my YouTube channel is to help sisters that are hoping to wear the hijab, or that are wearing the hijab but are having some issues, or they're it's difficult. I am here to help you, and that's the intention, to help each and every one of you to make this step, to make this move forward, and together we can do it, and I'm here to help you, like I said. So this is quite interesting. It's so beautiful. I can't imagine that putting on a hijab and wrapping it as a niqab will have such a beautiful effect. I just want to show you what it looks like. It's full coverage, and that's the intention, because you're wearing a niqab for cover, so everything should be covered. It should be a full coverage. If you're wearing niqab, there's no point in wearing it like this. You know what I mean? We're covering our face, so if we're going to wear a niqab, it must be full coverage. And that's I'm not a niqabi, like I said, but if you're going to put a niqab on, then you should have full coverage in every form. I hope you would agree with me. I mean, for you sisters that are niqabi, I think that's what it is. You're trying to cover, you're covering it up. So if you're covering it up, everything else should be covered up. And this is the intention. Look at how beautiful this hijab is falling. I have no pins. I don't have any pins. It's just falling in nice layers. And I'll show you how I got this look. So stay with me as we get this look. So here we are. I have my my ninja. It's a full one. It's one of the large size, so it's got full coverage, and it's beautiful. It's covered everything, all it's covered, nothing to worry about. And now we're going to put the niqab on, and work with me. Like I said before, I'm not a niqabi, but I'm really happy putting together this tutorial for all of you that are wanting to wear the niqab, or all of you that are wearing the niqab that wants different options of how to wear it. This is a very easy one. It's quite simple, very, very minimal to do with it. It's just follow me, and hopefully we can work together and put it together really nicely. So I've got this most beautiful, beautiful hijab. It's a shawl. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to use that as our niqab cover today. And the first thing you're going to do is take the width of it, not the length, the width. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to use that as the niqab. So we're going to tie it there, and we're going to put it in the back where my bun is, over here. And it's not as wide to give it a full knot, but I'm going to give it a small knot, and then I'm going to put a safety pin. Okay, so I've knotted it, and I'm going to put a safety pin just to make sure that I keep it in place. If your hijab is wide enough that you don't need to put the safety pin, you can just wrap it and give it a double knot so this stays in place. This is your niqab. It's got enough coverage, your eyes are showing, and we're going to cover it up over here. So right now we've got a lot of room. There's lots of room for breathing purposes. You don't have to worry. The fabric is beautiful. And I mean, this can work with any sort of whichever hijab you choose to use. It should work. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the length of it, okay? The whole length of it on one side, and we're going to bring it in the back. Remember, we're looking for full coverage because you're wearing a niqab, and the reason for wearing a niqab is so that we should have full coverage, and you're covering everything, right? So we're going to put this together, and you have brought all the fabric over here. I'm just making sure that the back is covered, and now I'm going to work with the front, and this is what we do. Put your hijab. Now you're creating the full hijab with full coverage. I'm just putting some folds here, and I'm going to put a stick pin here, right here. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side, creating some folds. And I'm going to put another stick pin right here. Like I said, it's very, very easy, very simple. All right, so we got our coverage. If you want it lower, you can bring it lower, you can bring it higher. It's nice. And now all we're going to do is this is nice over here. Now we're going to create the full coverage in front. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this and we're just going to give it a simple pin over here, pin it there, and I'm going to use one of the longer stick pins, and I'm going to pin it here. And please make sure you pin it properly because you've got the full weight of the fabric, so you want to make sure that it's all covered nicely. And you have got a beautiful full coverage niqab. It's so simple. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it's covered. You are covered. You can bring that lower if you want to. All we needed to do was basically give it a knot on the width of the scarf in the back, 2 stick pin here and 1 here, and you have got the most beautiful, beautiful niqab with full coverage. I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Please tell me what you think. There's no room. You can bring it up as far as you want. You know, some sisters like the eyes covered a lot, very minimal. So here we are. You've got room to move it. If you want to bring it down a bit, you can bring it down a bit because it's got 2 stick pin here. That's keeping that in place. It's so simple. And it's so beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it. You've got the tassels falling here. You've got it all covered. There's nothing. Look at that. How beautiful is that? It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. And you've got full coverage, and you have got a beautiful niqab. Well, my dear viewers, I hope you like that. I think it's the most simplest of niqab with full coverage. Please let me know, leave me a comment in the bottom. And now I'm going to attempt to show you a different way of wrapping the hijab, the shawl, as a niqab. So stay with me. So here we are again, and I'm going to show you the second look of how we can have full coverage with a niqab using a hijab. And this is a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rectangle scarf. It's got a little bit of a bling in it. It's got some really nice gold threads in the fabric, and I'm going to show you how we're going to wrap this as a niqab, because today's tutorial is all about a niqab and using our rectangular scarf for a niqab. Now I've got my ninja on, and that for me is a must because, you know, it covers everything. It gives you less of a worry, you know, nothing to worry about. The hairs are covered, the neck is covered, the back is covered, and so all you have to worry about is making sure your hijab is on properly and you are ready to go. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to put it over our head like that, and we're going to use the shorter side and a very long side, and making sure that there's coverage in the back, because like I said earlier, if you're going to wear the niqab, really it should be full coverage. That's my thing on it. I'm not a niqabi, but I do feel if you're going to put the niqab on, it should be with full coverage. So now what we're going to do is just basically fold that in a bit, and we're going to give it a pin here, and I just want that nice and snug, making sure I have enough fabric to work with. Just bear with me, just let's make sure. Just giving it a small fold, very small. And I'm going to put a safety pin here. It doesn't really matter what color because it's going to get covered. So I'm going to use a safety pin and pin that here. And now that's covered. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to use the shorter side to create the niqab. Taking this shorter side, I'm going to fold it across, giving it a small fold. Like, see the fabric, it's nice, and so we have coverage, so there it's not see-through, but it's also, you're able to breathe because the fabric is good. So this is something I think once if you're a niqabi and you're looking to wear the niqab, it must be fabric. You must be very careful in selecting your hijab, because you want to make sure that you don't have any issues with your breathing, because you're covering your nose and you want to make sure that it's safe for you. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to bring that over as a niqab, and I'm going to pin it here. I'm just going to fold it in so it's nice and neat, and I'm going to pin it here, and I'm using a stick pin. So we got that, and we're going to bring it on this side and just put also a stick pin here. And you put it as tight as you want, as you're comfortable with. Remember, you've got, if you're a niqabi, this is going to be on like this all day, or for however long you're outside and you need to cover it. So it must be comfortable. I would think that you want to make sure that you have enough room to breathe, and everything is proper here for you. So now we've got that covered. Now this here, you can bring it as low as you want to, or keep it as, you know, this is pretty perfect there, I think. And now what we're going to do is making sure that we have all the coverage over here. I'm going to take the longer side with a bit of a fold. I'm going to bring it over and use that as now my hijab. See that? All I've done is brought it over as my hijab. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it over that. So it's got a bit of, it's covering the pin, but I'm going to show you what I'm making sure. And I'm going to pin it here, right here. And with that, I'm going to use another stick pin, but I'm going to use a bit of a longer one, only because I want to make sure that everything, because the whole fabric is there, you want to make sure that it's covered and you've got everything pinned down, that it's not going to fall apart on you. So we've got that covered. Now, just fix your front. So you've got all that fabric here. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. You've got nice coverage in the front, full coverage. Everything is covered. The back is covered. Look at that. Completely covered. Your front is covered, nice and really nice folds. And you have got a beautiful niqab. How is that? It's quite easy, quite simple. No fuss about it. Simple. Look at that. And everything is nice and covered. Everything is in place. And you have got a beautiful niqab with full coverage, lots of beautiful folds. Look at that. And there's no pin happening because we're giving it full coverage. The only thing we did was we put 2 stick pin there. We put a safety pin here. And when we brought it over, we used one of the longer stick pin right here. Now, for those sisters that, you know, you're going out and you want to have something to eat, you want to take down your niqab, instead of pulling it all apart, this is why I said when you brought it over, make sure you're not pinning it on here. So what you can do is just remove the stick pin and you can have your food or whatever if you need to take off your niqab. And simple as that. All you're going to do, if you need to cover it up for traveling purposes, you just fold it back and you've got your stick pin, put it in here, and you've got it covered, and it's back to being your niqab. It's so beautiful. It works. It's absolutely, I would think that this is really, really pretty. Like I said, you know, I'm not a niqabi, but I've seen sisters, I have sisters that are very close to me that are niqabis, and I respect them completely. You know, I commend them. I am really, really, really proud of you. If you're a niqabi in these times, it's difficult, you know. Sometimes, I know my sister, she wears black completely, and sometimes they're looked upon, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you the strength to carry this. And like I said, I'm very proud of each one of you that are a niqabi. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all. You know, protect us all, because we carry hijab, we wear niqab, and it is from Him that all the difficulties and the trials come from. But stay strong. Now, please, you must leave me a comment and tell me what you think of it. Please, it's important, because like I said, I'm not a niqabi, but I am very proud putting together this tutorial for you. I hope you like it. I hope that you have enjoyed this and it's been beneficial to you. For all those sisters that are thinking of putting on the hijab, the niqab, I hope I've been able to do, you know, it's simple. I think it's so simple. It's so easy. It's not difficult at all. So please do leave me a comment. Now, if you did like this video, please press the like button and share it with your friends and family. And for those that are not niqabis too, this is a very interesting video for you to look at, to see the options. You know, sometimes we go into gatherings that, you know, there's a whole lot of the other, like, you know, there's brothers and sisters all mixing. And if you're not comfortable and you want to, for that moment, put a niqab on just to cover up, because there's so much interaction happening and you're not comfortable with it, this is an easy thing for you to do. Just pull the, you know, the cover the way I showed you, and it becomes a niqab. It's simple as that. So please, I hope you like that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're a new visitor and you've stayed this long, please hit the subscribe button. And make sure when you subscribe, you press the all. It's important, because sometimes we press the subscribe button and we don't put the all. So we never see. It's occasional, and once in a while we'll get a notification that there is a video. But if you press the all button, you will always get a notification of uploads from Hijabz&You. Okay, so I hope I've made you sisters and who have requested this niqab tutorial, I hope I've done a fairly good job of putting together this for you. I hope you enjoy it. Now, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. We still need to be vigilant. COVID-19 hasn't gone away. It's still around. So please, my brother, My brothers, I'm so used to saying that. My brothers and sisters, yes, it's okay. My sisters, for you, please make sure you take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And you need to take care of the brothers too, right? We all need to do that for our families. We have to look out for each other. It's important. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for all of us. Yes, please make it for all of us. Make it easy for all of us. And for all those who are going through like struggles or going through any difficulties, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Inshallah, ameen, ameen, summa ameen. Please, until we meet again, this is Naz saying, Assalamu alaikum.